Hey guys, what's up? So the old brain's not working too well right now. So again, I'm in lead chess. We're going dogging in lead chess. So we're going to have random chess with strangers. I'm not signed in, and I think I'm going to go for a 15-10. I don't know who I'm playing. I've got the white pieces, and this could be okay. So I've got a Scandi. It could be absolutely anyone. Scandinavian. So I'm playing the Blackmar Gambit. Apparently offering the pawn. Now opponent is here having a think. Okay, so they accept the pawn. Now it's knight c3. This is the Blackmar-Diemer. Hitting the pawn. And it's tempting to defend the pawn with one of these moves. Okay, let's do this little variation. Can't remember the name of it right now. But the normal move is f3 here, and then you can kind of recapture with a knight. Okay, they kick. So I have an option here. I can eliminate the knight, then one of these pawns must take, and then I've removed the defender of this pawn, and that looks pretty good to me. Now the issue is that I'm giving up a bishop for a knight. The question is the compensation sufficient for that? Or do I drop the bishop back, maybe prompt g5 double kick? My opponent's clearly unhappy about this move, and I like the fact that he's pushed h6, which is a weakness. Now if we do this, and I bring the bishop back here, bishop's a little bit out of the way. Okay, I'm gonna trade it off. I don't mind. He's got to take back. Neither is ideal. This one leaves him with an isolated pawn there. This one is probably the better move here. Okay, now I can take the pawn. If I do something like queen e2, it might just push this pawn up. So I think we have to move now and take the pawn. Queen still defends this, and I'm kind of happy, This is a mess. All right. So again, he's using his pawns to do stuff. If I come here, he's got maybe bishop takes, trade queens, I'm still fine. Knights are happier towards the centre. I mean, this is a very natural square for the knights, controlling the centre. Knight here. I'm happy with this. Let's see if he starts using his pawns again to do something else. There's something about this that I'm loving. I'm loving this idea that I have no idea who I'm playing. This idea is about attacking f7. Nice open board. He's taken. Now, slight concession from me. I have taken away from the centre. Now the queens are facing off. My opponent chose not to trade. Now, this is interesting because it's a fork on king and pawn. Pawn is undefended, but if I play queen e2, now both queens are pinned. So someone's going to have to capture. Now, if he initiates the... right. Okay. So I'm going to say, if he initiated the capture, I think that would show me that he's maybe not that experienced. But now this pawn is hanging. So one thing I could do is maybe long castle now. I'm very tempted to do that. Give up the pawn. If queen takes, this bishop will then be pinned. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna long castle. If he wants the pawn that badly, he can have it. Maybe not the correct move. I could even force a trade of queens with queen here. Okay. Now this bishop is definitely pinned because the queen's undefended there. What do we have? I feel like I need to be developing. This is undefended too. Queen here would defend the pawn and attack this. Queen here gets kicked. Queen back. Pawn is pinned. My queen is in the way of this bishop, and this bishop is in the way of that rook, in a way. Other alternative is maybe knight out, knight out. Queen here. Not really threatening this pawn. I mean, I don't really madly want to take that pawn. Maybe just this. Good. The bishop can't move with check. That's important. But the bishop is pinned, which means that actually this pawn is currently not defended. Now the queen is defended. So that I think I'm just going to prevent it. If takes, I recapture, trade queens. It's fine. I've won a piece for a pawn. There's a chicken in my hallway. Okay, he's going after the pawn with his knight. I can develop my bishop with a pin on the knight. I could take the knight with my rook. Recaptures, don't know. Don't know about that. I don't think hanging on to this pawn is my priority at this point in time. Bishop here is useful because I'm clearing a piece off the back rank. It might just prompt a pawn push with tempo, and then my bishop's looking a bit stupid. So my other option is just to maybe bring my knight out. What else is going on? This is a thought. This is a thought. Pins this pawn. Knight, knight. I don't want to push. I don't think. So if pawn takes and then just opening up the b file. I don't want to push b4. Don't like that at all. So I'm not too concerned. Got this maybe. Could fianchetto this bishop, but where does this bishop want to be? And there's the principle in the opening about move your pieces to a place where they are going to be useful later on. And I feel like this is good. So that's what I'm going to do. You can have the pawn. You're welcome to it. The issue here is that you've got weak pawns. We do have an open e-file. What's this about? What's going on here? Queen here. I think he's preparing this. That's what he's preparing, okay? To grab that. So what I need to do, well, I mean, one option is just get my queen out of line of that silly rook. So I think queen here makes a lot of sense. Let's do it. This pawn is now pinned. And if he wants to do this, I'll just take his bishop and say thank you very much. Okay. This is all fine. Don't have that many squares. I mean, I've got f3. Is that my only square for the queen? I'd love to be able to dive in there with checkmate, so maybe something like this. Threat, if it's not checkmate, it's got f8, but... Oh, okay. This pawn... I think we're okay. I think I'm safe enough. Currently up a pawn. I now have a choice of two more pawns. If this knight moves, there's a checkmate threat with queen on b2. So I need to be a bit careful. Does that mean the knight can take this bishop for free? Have I messed up there? Have I messed up against random opponent? So I take a pawn, knight takes this, I can't recapture because that's checkmate. I go here, knight takes, queen takes, still checkmate. I'd like to go there and threaten this rook, but I can't. Okay, I just have to take a pawn, I think, and give this up. I'm going to have to push b3 or c3. Then the knight's going to take here and I'm going to lose a rook. That's annoying. This is very annoying. Oh well. There we go. So that's how well we're playing at the moment. Oh dear. No, c3 was the correct move. Interesting stuff. Let's have a look at the analysis and see how well we did. Okay, and here we have the chess.com analysis board. Let's go. The Von Papil Gambit is what we did. And we'll do game review. So I was outplayed. This is fine. But my opponent played extremely well. 96.1. He made one mistake in the whole game. Okay, let's quickly go through it. This is known. H6 is best. Wow. Best. Okay. All good play so far. Just a couple of slips. That's okay. Yeah. You see, because it's interesting, because at this point in the game, I didn't know whether I was playing some kind of complete dummy or title player. And I went for a bit of a balls-out approach, taking my knight deep into the board, where it could be a target. Instead of bringing it back, we trade. Queen e7 is best here, rather than trading. This is best. See, all good play, but look, black actually has the edge. In the commentary, I thought I had an edge here, but I didn't. Best move again. This is inaccurate. Says I should have just pushed the queen forward to defend the pawn and release the bishop. Okay. That's his mistake. He should have taken the free pawn. Should have developed the knight. See, that was, on the previous move, the best move, and now it's not the best move. Now I should develop the knight. Go figure. That's good. That's a mistake. Yeah, because I guess there is always this idea of pushing the pawn and trapping the bishop in. Yeah, he says, you're too slow to develop, Hunty. That's what he's saying. And that's a great move. Wow. Attacking the pawn. Inaccurate. Should have brought the queen back. Yeah. See, I did mention I didn't want to open up the b file. Then what did I do? I opened up the b file and I got completely spanked. Yeah, my opponent's played really well here. And here, this was just silly. Wow. But this is the beauty of chess, you know? Queen a7 was a mistake. c6. What? c6? Give up the queen? No, you're joking. Really? Bishop defends pawn? But I'm dead lost. This is the thing. Yeah, best move. We saw this. And... oh, I'm defended by the knight. Wow. I got beaten by a better player, guys. And you know what? There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's great to be beaten by a better player because that's how we learn stuff, you know? And, yeah, I think this is the lesson with the you know, the random anonymous dogging approach to chess, which is you got to respect your opponents, you know? This guy played with 96 accuracy. And that's really, really cool. And you learn some stuff. It's great. It's great to lose. You learn more by losing than you do by winning. And And yeah, what a good game, because you get to be part of better chess. That's why he didn't even didn't even need this. He just took me apart. So, fantastic stuff. Well done. Well, I've learned one or two things from that. I think my biggest lesson from that is just don't neglect development, right? Play principled unless you've got a damn good reason not to. And I didn't have a damn good reason not to. I didn't know who I was playing, and so I played careless in this instance, but there you go. Good stuff. All right. Hope you've enjoyed that as much as I did. Thanks for watching. See you later.